Hello and welcome to Community Connection. I'm Brittany Hansen. Coming up, we'll show you how one group is laying the foundation for kids' education. And later, we'll explore a new place for bookworms to reside. But first, we'll swing into some summer fun with Meridian Township's Parks and Recreation.
We're gonna have popsicles. This is wide. I think mine is blueberry. When we play ball tag, someone has the ball and they throw it at someone and then they're it. It's just like tag.
We have two sites that we run in the township. One is the Central Elementary program, which is now the Central Montessori is where we run the site from. And the other site is the Snell Tower Recreation Center. The Central program will run from 9:30 to 11:30, Monday through Thursday. The Snell Tower site will run from 12 to 5:30, Monday through Thursday.
Right now I'm swimming on the monkey bars.
The program is completely free with the exception of the field trips. The field trips will have a small charge, never more than like $5, basically to cover the transportation costs.
It's very good program. It's full of athletic, and it's good for the kids to motivate with the different kind of programs. And it's good for them, good for the body too.
You get to run fast and it's a lot of exercise for you.
It's good for parents to drop off and pick them up. That's the good thing. Like they can sign up and drop off them and go home, have fun.
The whole day was really fun.
The program's been going for several years. This is our second year doing the lunch program. I coordinate the summer lunch program, which is a gift from church food banks to the kids. It's from Okemos Community Church, is the primary funding congregation, and they bring in food and we serve lunch every day at about 11:15. The churches donate because they really want to make sure that all kids have the opportunity to have a solid meal every day in the summer, no matter what the financial situation at home is. We have a lot of kids that are on free and reduced lunch and get breakfast and lunch at school during the school year, but in the summer there really isn't much resources out there.
It's a drop-in program. We have two staff there that they're college students that'll keep the kids busy and active for the whole time that they're there, playing traditional playground games like basketball and baseball and kickball. There's about 100 different ways you can play dodgeball. So they play dodgeball. There's arts and crafts time. They can go inside at the school and at the rec center and play games inside just to get out of the heat when we have the really hot days. We do have access to water for outside, so we can get out the slip and slides and keep the kids busy that way too.
The first field trip is, I think, the aquatic center.
We have two field trips scheduled to Hawk Island County Park.
Yeah, Hawk Island, not aquatic center, Hawk Island.
And then we also are going to go to Suburban Ice. Towards the end of the summer, we typically try to do something at the East Lansing Aquatic Center, like one of the last weeks of the program.
I think it's really unique because it's free, which here in Okemos there aren't many opportunities for families who don't have a lot of resources to pay for summer camps. Summer camps can be very expensive, but here it's free, it's open to anyone. Kids can just come in, they don't have to sign up or register at any specific time. So it's great. It's just a free opportunity that brings together all kids from across our district.
We can always use more donations. Just something as simple as stopping at Meijer and picking up a bunch of popsicles and dropping them off at the site as a donation. That goes a long way too.
This next group has been working for more than 26 years to lay a foundation for kids' education.
It really boils down to making a difference for our children. My name is Dean Bolton. I'm the chair of the Okemos Education Foundation. I'm a parent here. I have, next year I'll have a 7th grader and a junior at the high school. It was started in 1984 to fill some of the gaps between the school's budget and the needs in the classroom. And the goal of the grants that the foundation gives is to bring more innovation into the schools. Over the years, we've given away millions of dollars worth of grants, really, over the past 26 years. We have several different programs. Our traditional mini grant program allows teachers to apply to us for small, usually about $1,000 for grants in classrooms. This year we gave close to $20,000 in grants. We also have a newer program, a strategic fund. And with that fund, last year we gave close to $50,000 to the school district, and we were able to restore funding for all of the extracurricular clubs in the district, which had been cut due to budget cuts.
The OEF is critical. I am Catherine Ash, and I am the superintendent of Okemos Public Schools. I have a twofold experience with the OEF. First of all, I'm proud to be a member of the Okemos Education Foundation. The other piece, my interaction with them, is as the superintendent of Okemos Public Schools, we receive the benefit of their work and their generosity. They do support us financially in different areas, and they help give our teachers funds to do innovative things in the classroom. They've contributed money to help our general fund make ends meet in some pretty desperate times financially that we face here in the state of Michigan.
With the economy in such bad shape, a lot of school districts, Okemos one of them, saw a significant decrease in enrollment, therefore a significant decrease in funding. The district has been faced with having to cut the budget for the last 8 years. We've closed 3 elementary schools in the last several years. We've increased the classroom size, reduced extra staffing, fees to play athletics has been increased, just a number of different changes that have impacted the district. And that's why support groups like the foundation, as well as others, really it's our role to step in and try and make a difference.
We've gone from supporting just teachers in the school to supporting the district-wide. I'm Terry Hughes, Okemos parent. I've got 4 kids who are either in school now or have graduated from Okemos. Been on board for about 4 years. Most of that time I've been with the publicity or outreach part of it.
We fundraise through parent letters and community newsletters, basically reaching out to the community to support their schools.
The primary way that we raise money up till now has been letter writing campaigns, and the community's been very generous. We generate anywhere between $50,000 and $70,000 a year.
We have a community that values education, wants their children to have excellence in education.
This is an extra way that they can provide a better learning environment for their kids, and they've stepped up to the plate every time we've asked them for the help.
It's really up to all of us to do everything that we can, and a donation to the foundation does just that.
When we come back, we'll learn about plans to please man's best friend. That's next on Community Connection.
The odds of a child becoming a professional golfer? 1 in 140,000. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 150. You know the odds of autism. Now learn the signs. Go to autismspeaks.org.
Dimes are shiny and round. Nickels are also round. Dollars are not round. Dollars are rectangles. What can I buy with 2 rectangles?
A bus ride.
You're right. Good job, honey.
When you talk with your child, you build vocabulary, and learning starts long before school does. For more tips, go to bornlearning.org.
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
Good nutrition can lead to great things. Find out how a healthy lifestyle can help your child succeed.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at how the township celebrates summer with a bang.
Yeah, give me one butter burger.
You know, we're so fortunate that we have so many community partners for the fireworks event, because without them, the event probably would not be happening. Culver's, Corey, who is the owner of Culver's, has been a partner with us for at least the past 4 years. And what he does is he identifies 2 different days as Meridian Township Firework Days. And 10% of the proceeds that they make from 4 o'clock until close, they donate to the township for the fireworks, and the amount the past few years has been nearly $1,000.
Did you want any salt or ketchup in the bag for the French fries?
We do our best to try to promote residents to visit Culver's as well on those days, and we do, you know, also the employees. But you know, the more people we can get to go there, the better. And you know, Culver's is very community-minded, and I know they work with many other organizations, Okemos Athletic Boosters, Hazlitt Athletic Boosters. And so they're just, you know, another one of those great businesses in our community who cares about our community.
Onions, ketchup, mustard on both of them? Yep.
This is the 2nd year now that there will be no pre-event activities. Typically, for the number of years, we have had a lot of music, food, you know, entertainment, all sorts of car show, parade, police helicopter. We've had all sorts of pre-event activities that would take place. And due to budget constraints, we've had to eliminate that. And last year was the first year we just went to fireworks only at 10:15, and it'll be that same program again this year. They're ignited from Central Park South, which is down by the Okemos Post Office on Central Park Drive. And so the best viewing for the fireworks would be on the north side of the Meridian Mall, any of the parking lot area there, the Township Hall grounds in Central Park. And a lot of people even park at the Target Kroger shopping center, even over at Home Depot, and then the Walmart parking lot. And we estimate approximately 15,000 people come to visit to view our fireworks each year. Our fireworks contract is for $18,000. And typically, if you go to a Lugnuts fireworks, they spend about $5,000, and I don't know if you've been to one of their fireworks events, but it's pretty spectacular for $5,000. Well, the reason we have to spend a little bit more money to get such a fantastic show is that the trees are so tall. And where we do host this event from is really like one of the only locations that we're able to do it from. But because we have to buy the larger shells, so they shoot higher in the air, so there's greater visibility because of all the outlying parking lots. That's one of the reasons that our expense is a little high. But if we were to reduce that, I think many people would be disappointed because the amount of shells that would be necessary, they would be smaller shells, which means they're not going to shoot as high, which means those people in some of those outlying parking lots really aren't going to see much. You know, the thing I really love about the 4th of July event is that it's bringing everyone together, and there's just deep satisfaction for me when I see the children having fun and the families on their blanket and bringing their picnic basket, and it's just very relaxed, and everyone's laughing and music's playing, and it's just really such a great event, and people bring their grills to cook out if they'd like, and you know, it's just something I think that the children will remember in the future when they look back on their childhood about coming to the Meridian Township 4th of July event.
From one park to another, we'll show you plans for a new hangout for your four-legged friends.
Good boy. Down. Good. Wait.
For a number of years, many residents in our community have either emailed or phoned or came to a park commission meeting or contacted one of us about the interest in having a dog park in our community.
After a certain amount of people had made the request, they decided to follow up and actually go about the process of establishing it.
We have done a great deal of research. Our park commissioners have gone to conferences and to sessions on how to build and manage dog parks. We've gone on site visits to other dog parks. We've utilized community volunteers who have a group formed an advisory board to the Park Commission. There's also a Friends of the Dog Park group with over 100 people.
I am the chair of the Friends of the Meridian Township Dog Park, and we are a volunteer organization that is led by citizens who are looking to have a dog park in this area where we can run with our dogs off leash. So we've formed about a year ago and have been working hard to make it a reality in Meridian Township.
When the Parks and Recreation Department and the Park Commission were looking at locations and evaluating the parks facilities that we had and what we had available, Lake Park South was the location that was identified. So there's been some residents who live nearby who are want to make sure that the Park Commission is following good steps, that we're evaluating that site, and we are.
We've lived here since 1979, so about 32 years. We do not feel that a fenced-in dog park at Lake Park Natural Area is a wise use of such a beautiful, gorgeous treasure in Meridian Township, and should be continued as a natural area like it was intended by Mr. Lewis Legg.
And we've had an environmental analysis done at one point, and now we're working with the township's environmental consultant to do an entire evaluation. How can we best renovate that park to get the greatest amount of usage? And so a dog park is a portion of what that would be. We are all very concerned in the township with the natural features of our community. And so is building a dog park going to ruin the environment? I really don't feel it is. I think much of what we're going to do is going to be improving the habitat in Lake Park. Not trying to disturb nesting areas for wildlife. Well, that's going on right now because there's a lot of dogs running loose currently. This is a way for us to manage this. So I think the sooner that we can move forward with this project, the better. I think people are thinking it's just a dog park. And the planning for Lake Park and Lake Park South is more than just the dog park. It is how we can improve the habitat because there is the river and the trails that are there currently.
We are hoping to have the dog park open within the next year. If we can garner enough community support with our fundraising efforts, hopefully that time frame will be even shorter.
Still to come, books check out to a new location. When we come back to Community Connection.
Don't say that. You know that's true. Left-handed people are a little bit more creative. I'm going to say nothing.
Left-handed people are smart.
They are.
Dad, do you want to get the phone?
No.
Every year, 1 million families face losing their homes to foreclosure. If you're ignoring your mortgage issues, things will only get worse. Call 1-888-995-HOPE because nothing is worse than doing nothing.
I think it breaks a little to the left.
To the right.
Nope, straight.
I told you it was going right.
Get up, get up, get up, and be a player. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up, and be a player. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up, and be a player.
Get up and play an hour a day.
For fun playtime ideas, go online. Just don't stay long.
This is Sarah Watkins. A lot of people almost helped her. One almost cooked for her. Another almost drove her to the doctor. Still another almost stopped by to say hello. They almost helped. They almost gave of themselves. But almost giving is the same as not giving at all.
Tick, 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 tick. Massive heat waves. Heat waves. Tick. Severe droughts. Tick, 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 tick. Devastating, devastating hurricanes. Tick, 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 tick. Our future is up to you. Tick. Go to fightglobalwarming.com while there's still time.
Welcome back. Lastly, the Hazlitt Library is moving on up. Let's check out their renewed location.
I'm Ann Chapman. I'm the head librarian at the Hazlitt Library. I've been the head librarian here for 6 years this summer. And we're one branch of 13 branches of the Capital Area District Library System. I came from another library. I had always worked in youth services in libraries, but I'd always wanted to run a library, and when the branch head position came up at Hazlitt, I applied for it, and I'm very happy to have been hired at Hazlitt. It's a wonderful community that really uses their library, and I don't want to run an empty library. The more business we have and the more patrons that are here, the better we like it, and we know that we're offering services that people want. Well, one of the things that I did notice right away when I started working at Hazlitt was that the facility did not match the services. Walking into this small building, you would not expect to receive the resources that are available. And over the years that I've been here, we have definitely demonstrated need for a larger space. We are in a 3,500 square foot space, one of the smallest branches space-wise in cattle, and yet we are the fifth biggest business in circulation, in items circulated, in computer use, in program attendance, in library visits. They can't wait. People are so excited about it. People are talking about it all the time. They're excited about the extra space. They're excited about having a few more computers, but mostly I hear people talking about parking. You know, we're going from like 7 parking spaces to 63. They're very excited about that kind of access and just being able to come in. Our patrons come in and stay in the building. They don't run in, grab something, and run out. It's really like a community commons is how Hazlitt uses the library. And people like to come in and sit in the space that we're in right now and read, or read the paper every day, or read a magazine. And they're looking forward to having a quiet space for that, because it's a pretty crowded building. And it can get, even when people are being very quiet, there's always a hum, there's a buzz. And it will be nice, we'll be going into nearly 12,000 square feet from 3,500. My experience in Hazlitt has been so positive, and with cattle, being part of a big system and not just being on our own allows us so many resources that we rarely have to say no to a patron. We are usually able to provide whatever service they come in looking for.
Well, that's all for this edition of Community Connection. If you have any questions or comments about Home TV's programming, or if you know someone that should be featured on the show, give us a call at 517-349-1232 or check us out online at HOM-TV.net. I'm Brittany Hansen. Thanks for watching.